Hi, I'm Emmanuel Grand, and I'm here to talk to you about my first novel called Terminus Belz. That's this novel here. It's going to be out there in bookstores in January 14, and it's edited by Editions Liana Levi. Well, it's a thriller. It's the story of this guy who's trying to escape from his homeland, Ukraine, and heading to Western Europe. He's going to get the help of the mafia, but unfortunately the journey to France is going to turn out very bad. So with a bunch of fugitives, they arrive in France and decide to split up. And the hero we're going to follow during the whole novel is called Marco, and he's going to head up to Brittany on an island, the island of Belz, where he's going to be hired as a fisherman on a fishing vessel. He hopes he's going to get some rest and being safe there on the island, but he's going to actually meet murder and the police and the hostility of the locals. So he's really going to get this idea that he's being trapped, and that this trap is building up throughout the novel, which is really the truth. And so there's a lot of tension during the novel that's going to climax at the very end of the novel. So it's real thriller. At the same time, I really wanted this novel to talk also about the ocean, about being a foreigner, what it means to be a foreigner, about death, about the difficulty of communicating with others. So it's pretty ambitious, wasn't it? Well, I really wanted to locate this story in Brittany because I'm not myself from Brittany, but I was raised in Vendée, which is south of Brittany and very near the Atlantic coast. It's a very special, place for me. I really enjoy, writing about it. At the same time, I think that it's very interesting to use a foreign body inside a novel to create dramatic tension. So this Ukrainian Marco is indeed very interesting because he's going to be plunged into a milieu where he ignores everything about the codes of conduct, and is going to create friends and enemies at the same time. So a story, a story in itself. So it's really interesting, but another interesting thing about this is that those guys that actually meet in the novel, those Britons and Ukrainian, who are so different, are actually going to come together on the essentials, which is love and fear and humanity. Everything we have, all of us in common. So that was the reason why. Well, I work hard, number one. I work in the morning, early morning, and on weekends. That's what my schedule allows me to do. Now I work on a very precise framework. I work very thoroughly on the architecture of the book, and that allows me to handle together multiple intrigues and characters and clues and question and answers that run out through a crime novel. Then there's the research and documentation work, and finally comes the writing, the actual writing, which is a totally different process than the architecture itself. Writing is, to me, is everything about letting yourself go, letting your yourself being carried away by your imagination. And very often the writing takes me to places or scenes or ideas I wouldn't have imagined before, and that's very good. Well, the book is not in bookstores yet. We're in October and it's going to be out there in January. So obviously I've had very few readers and very few feedbacks, but one of them I'd like to share with you, I think is a good one. It was one of that lady who said, it was a great story, I really enjoyed it, I was really hooked up, and you know what, I missed my metro station. Which I think it's a great compliment, isn't it? Well, I felt it was a great compliment. You know,